Welcome back to the Digital Social Hour Part 2 with Mikki, because it was that good.
Yeah, we had to bring this fool back just because I honestly had so many more questions. And there is a part 2 because before he left, and you guys didn't really catch this whole part, but Mikki had to go and ask for fucking permission right now. Like, he literally looked at his phone and said, yo, guys, I gotta dip. And I asked him why. He said he's got to go to the Win and ask for permission to go play in a fucking poker tournament. Tell us what the fuck just happened the past, what was it, hour and a half, and what they said to you.
Yeah, so I wanted to play the Win tournament tomorrow and the Poker Go tournament on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And the Win is obviously owned by the Win, and Poker Go is owned by Aria. Right. And I'm barred from both. So I was calling to see if it was gonna be an issue.
But Poker Go is still a third party, right?
Yeah, it's a third party, and so is most of the Win tournaments. They're like WPT, all this. So the question is where do you draw the line on what is gaming at the Win? What is gaming
at the authority? Does WPT even get to say anything? Because obviously I'd be pissed if I was WPT or one of these gaming companies, and you're taking one of my biggest players out of the game because you have a vendetta against them. Can you mark up the chain or?
So for me, I didn't go through WPT, or I did technically go through Poker Go, but this is a problem, man. These are all employees, you feel me? And so they're just possibly
following orders.
Yeah, that's all they're professional order followers.
Right.
And I'm not faulting them for that, but it's they got no balls. They don't know how to push anything. They don't know how to forcefully.
It's not their job to do that. They're not getting paid to do that. They don't give a shit.
They're not getting paid to get the answer yes. Whether the answer is yes or no, their pay is the same.
Right.
So it's really hard to navigate this. And a lot of these executives don't want to take my direct call, and they have a lot of stoppage points. In their office, their assistants, they say, "Listen, prevent calls from getting to me." And it's really hard to break through that barrier. So I showed up in the Win. I pulled up right now. We've been going on the phone all week, and I'm like, "Can I play the tournament or not? What's the deal?" And they're like, "There's no gaming." I was like, yeah, but poker doesn't hurt you, right? If I win the whole tournament, you guys still make extra money. It's just more binds. Right. So, where do you draw the line? And it's a third party. So nobody gave me an answer. I pulled up, and I'm like, what's good? And they basically just sent me around in a circle. And at the end of it, they said, bro, you're banned from all gaming on our premises. That's where the buck stops.
Wow.
And I do believe I can get this overturned, particularly for poker, but I don't, being that it's Friday now and I've been working all week on it, I don't think I'm going to get it done for tomorrow and Sunday.
So they basically sent you on a wild goose chase and then told you to fuck off.
Yeah, they told me to get lost, basically.
Wait, so you're basically banned from the World Series of Poker then?
So it's so interesting, the World Series of Poker. So I was banned from the World Series of Poker because
of World Series or because
no.
The
World Series would pay to have me. WPT would and Poker Go would, and all these places would pay to have me. It's the casinos that they're in.
But why? I'm curious. So there has to be some type of committee or some shit to go to and talk to them or talk to the actual company.
But they also besides that, a lot of the casinos just hate me on a vendetta on a personal level.
Sure.
They also don't really care. In their mind, first of all, they do not exercise use of celebrities. Casinos are very old-minded. It's mostly old guys. They're second generation from the birth of Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Their dads are here with Meyer and Bugsy.
Yep. OGs.
So they don't even know who is who.
They don't step outside the casino.
Yeah, they don't know what's good. They don't even know what's going on. So they don't really care. They're we don't.
You don't mean shit to us.
Yeah, that's their attitude. Yeah.
It's fucked.
So I can't even play poker, in a lot of these tournaments and stuff. But the World Series thing. So
what do you do next? I mean, at this point, it's at what point do you get you have to? I'm sure you're as frustrated and tired of just constantly being put through the ringer. For me, if I get put on a wild goose chase past the second person, I start pulling people by the collar. Yo, what the fuck's going on here? You've got much more patience than me just to be respectful enough and say that. I'm curious, where do you go from here when it comes to, I wouldn't say striking back because I want to see offensive, but really you probably playing the defensive. What's the next move?
Well, what I've been doing in the interim is I've been playing private games. I play a lot of private games, mostly in LA, some in Vegas, some New York, some Miami, some Kansas.
So when you say private games, you're talking about people privately organize something at a house and they have people coming in there, net worth and
sort of like that, yeah. For example, if we played here in the studio on the table out there,
sure.
You guys aren't gonna stop me from playing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's money's welcome.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right.
So it's like that, but basically, private games. And I said this 2 years ago again in that first ever interview I did. I have a couple of plans that'll bring the casinos to the knees. The thing is that they're not overnight, these plans, and
Sure.
I wouldn't say that I'm that far possibly from to activating or being prepared to.
Okay.
They're big plans. They're hard plans. They're very challenging.
Sure.
These are massive corporations against me.
Monsters.
Public companies.
Yeah, so it's quite an ordeal. It's not just like I couldn't, and even like I couldn't just like go to the owner's door and be like, "Hey, man, let me in. Let me play," and he's gonna be like, "Okay."
A lot of
buddy."
barriers, dude.
Yeah.
And the bureaucracy part of it is crazy because people don't really understand. Once you have like a stigma attached to your name in Vegas, all the other casinos kind of follow suit. If one casino reports you, you're pretty much getting in that little book that everybody has. So I feel like that's probably got to be the hard part, breaking out of that stigma. I mean, have you ever been challenged at the tables before? You ever had problems like this?
I don't gamble enough for them to even care about me.
Yeah, I was about to say Sean's throwing down $100 chip or something. Fuck, I lost $100. I'm out.
Yeah.
What's the biggest poker hand you've played in and also seen?
Poker
Poker, yeah.
specific. There's different. I would say like median pot sizes depending on the stakes of the game. So if you're playing like a 10-25, like the bigger median pot sizes you're going to see is like 10K a pot, which is a pretty big pot. Theoretically, there's some outliers that go above, but like as far as like the upper level, that's a lot. Then if you play like 100, 200, then you're probably considering a higher median level, like 30 to 50,000. If you're playing like 200, 400, 800, or 500, 1,000, which is about the same, then you see like a lot of at the high end, like $300,000 to $500,000 pots, and then beyond that, you're not too far over $1 million a pot. But it's not like there's usually not like one particular one. It's like this is sort of the range of the bigger pots. And so I would say if I had to give you a straight answer, maybe $1.5 million.
So you've had $1 million of your own money in one hand?
Well, it depends how many players. So
I feel like that's an accumulative. Like
yeah, cumulative.
A couple people.
So if it's like heads up, it'd be maybe
you're putting up 200 G's, he's putting up 200 G's, he's putting up 200 G's.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's still crazy though.
Yeah.
It's still fucking bananas. Anything over 10 bands is enough for me to be like, very nice.
I played a pot on TV it did technically hold the record for biggest televised poker pot in poker history. It was $1.6 million.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it also did get beaten recently from Eric Person's $1 million buy-in game. They had like a $1.9 million pot that was played. I think it was Roble and Antonius, I think.
Okay.
But even my 1.6, which before that held the record, it was I think 3 ways. So it was 3 of us, and there was 4 in the last moment. Someone folded, so a lot of his money was burned in there. It was 1.6, but there wasn't technically 1.6 because once he folded, the biggest stack was only eligible for 1.6.
Right.
And I was like, and me and the other guy had less.
go,
So,
right.
so maybe it was like $800,000 or something.
Still bananas.
Still nuts. What about what's the most you've won in a baccarat session?
My biggest single win ever was $11,526,000
on one flip.
No.
Oh, and
one
then
session.
accumulative. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I was about to say, like, bro, you're nuts.
One session.
They
That's a
won't let you bet
50-50
that
odd.
much.
No,
I wish they let me bet that much. I used to fight with them to get me to bet $1 million a hand.
what's your minimum?
I don't have a minimum.
I'm saying like
bet.
your
my-
minimum bet or your max bet. Your like what do they
So-
allow you to bet in baccarat?
Well, they used to, but it used to be 300,000.
Uh-huh.
But I average about 250,000 a hand.
Oh
My exact average is
That's a house each bet.
Yeah, my actual Las Vegas average bet is $243,000 exactly.
Holy
But what casinos can you fucking do that at right
Um,
now? What's left?
Sort of none. The only casinos that
Do you
let-
gamble downtown at all? Like you hit fucking
I
Circa?
can't. I'm not allowed. And I can't hit Circa. Yeah,
Why?
Yeah, I'm banned.
God damn.
MGM owns
bro.
Circa, right?
I don't think.
No,
MGM
Circa's
is the
independent.
D.
Oh,
No,
they're
Circa is owned by the D.
Okay.
And I'm banned by all D. I'm
So
banned
where
from
can you
all D.
gamble in Vegas?
Sort of nowhere.
So how do you gamble in Vegas?
I sort of don't.
Are you banned in LA too?
No, I'm not banned in LA. There's just limited gaming there.
Wait, back the fuck up. Why the fuck do you even come to Vegas then? What's the point?
I don't come anymore. What do you mean?
Yeah, what
haven't
was
been
I
here
gonna say?
in a
What's the
while.
point?
I haven't
Like,
been
there's
here in a
no
while.
point to fucking be here ever. I'd be so mad all the time. I'd be like,
Can you
bro,
eat
fuck
in their
this.
restaurants?
Only some. The Win will let me in, which is how I pulled up on them today. They'll let me inside.
Okay.
They're happy to have me. You know, they gave me a limo to go from one door to the other door because I don't want to walk to my car.
Okay.
You know, so like they'll let me in or whatever. But I could eat at the Win, but only certain casinos. No MGMs. I can't even be in the
That's like
parking lot.
80% casinos,
Yeah.
MGM. Jesus.
Yeah.
no Caesars, no MGM, no fucking
Resorts.
World.
no resorts.
What's left?
Basically
Win.
nothing. No,
Can't
I
think-
can't. I can only be at.
That's
the
what I'm
win,
saying.
can't
That's all.
play.
That's
Yeah, I
something
can't
that's
think of
left.
anything.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm low key flabbergasted because nah, like where do you go from there? Like low key, if I'm in your position, I'm either doing one of two things. I'm hiring like some type of legal representation to try to like fight the good fight type bullshit, or I'm just like 100% anti Vegas and I'm just gonna pray that I meet like an exec one day and fucking kick the shits, or
Yeah.
get somebody's email contact, explain to them the situation, and just get God mode hit on me. But like,
Or maybe just buy a casino myself.
Ooh.
sexual. Tell me more. Wink, wink. Okay, I like
Would
that.
your gambling strategies work on online casinos, you think?
It's hard to tell. I have a lot of evidence on the lack of regulation, and there's no
Sure.
control and there's no oversight.
Have you played on any of these sites?
Only a couple of times because
Okay.
I was curious.
What the setup is?
Yeah, what their setup is.
Did
How
you
much?
play like the live poker? Or you played like the bullshit one where it's like a
Well-
computer generated one.
Well, the baccarat and the blackjack. They have like live dealers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
live dealers.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times, like secretly, privately, because I'm not here. I don't want to say it or say the name because I don't want anyone to think it's publicity. I'm not here to promote a casino.
Sure.
I don't care about any of them,
Except his own.
Yeah. But yeah, I played and I don't know. I saw immediate mathematical improbabilities.
Hmm. That would make sense because
Do
there's no
tell.
regulation.
I won't name names either, but I do know that one of these sites has extremely let's say unfavorable odds, to the point where it's 100% a highway robbery and you don't even know it.
I know the owners of almost every online casino,
Mhm.
and I've told all of them the same thing. They all want me to, the way Steve will do
Endorse it, right?
Yeah, they all want that from
Because
me.
it's great
My-
money, it's great advertising.
Yeah, my conversions would be the highest conversions they ever
Easy.
had from a single marketer.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Your
yeah.
following is detail oriented to that specific
The
demographic.
literal
so
demographic.
Yeah.
That's my point. Is
Yeah.
it would A to B.
Yeah, so I told all of them the same thing. I said I'll do it, but only if you also let me live stream me coming in and checking the integrity of your games.
Mm.
And they said no.
And I'll tell you what, so far they haven't returned a contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet. And again, half that is not being filmed in the States either. You all know it's like all
Yeah.
overseas. A
Right.
lot of these are being filmed in different countries that have different regulations.
Mm.
And then again, if you don't know the certain bylaws and the discrepancies that are hidden within how they operate their business, you're getting fucked regardless.
Right.
You're getting fucked.
I don't make money on social media. We spoke shortly about it. I don't make money on social media. I don't make money from people losing money. I don't make money from my fans being heard. I don't make
Right.
money on any of that. So for me to go and market these casinos just because they offered me a fat bag and I know that it's harmful to my fans,
Shows
it's
you have
very,
integrity, bro.
It's very uninteresting to me.
Shows you
And
have
'cause
integrity.
You could have made millions.
more than just millions. Yeah, I mean there was
Easily
endless.
millions, bro.
Yeah.
We just talked about this whole Aiden Ross situation.
Facts.
Guy's getting 100 million, and look what he's doing all day.
Yeah.
And I could have made a lot of deals. I could have accepted a lot of offers, and I didn't because I didn't appreciate their products or their service or lack of integrity or what damage it can do to my fans. And I'm not really interested in that. But I do want to know, Sean, how to make actual money on social media because I never made $1 on social
Yeah.
media.
That's definitely your
I
area.
mean, the
here,
hard
bud.
part you already did, which is getting views, getting eyeballs. There it becomes
Building a
easy.
brand.
Just email brands, get in touch with the right people, get sponsors. You've already done the hard part.
I mean, bro, I have like about 1 billion views on the internet,
Yeah.
and I've still never made $1 from anything. I don't understand.
You need someone on your team that is a brand partnerships manager.
You need a good PR, like a good publicist, low key.
Yeah.
That's-
They'll
that's
bring
honest.
deals for you.
Facts.
I've
She'll
had-
literally just look you up and down and be like, all right, this is your demographic, or this is what you fit, or this is whatever your categories you fit in for the brand's sake, and then go out and directly attack them. Like basically what my agency will help do, a lot of artists or celebrities, influencers, is that we'll match organic partnerships with brands, because I'm not trying to hit somebody up and be like, yo, use this fucking product that you've never used and you'll probably never use. I'm trying to hit you up and be like, yo, what are the top 3 things you spend the most money on?
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, you fucking go through gallons of toothpaste every month? Bet. I'm gonna go hit up Crest. I'm gonna go hit up
I've tried
gum
though.
companies.
I've talked to people that claim to be that PR person. I've claimed to people that be that what'd you call it a
Brand partnerships.
yeah. I've spoken to people like that. Never once has anybody came through. I've never made $1 on this.
Wow.
I have a billion views on the internet.
We'll connect you with some guys, and again, it's all about finding the. We were just talking about this with Brandon. It's just about finding organic partnerships, bro. You have to surround yourself with people whose best interests are not just for their own outlook. It's for you and for the betterment of the surrounding of the team. You know what I mean? And so when you bring on guys like that, or you bring on people that they don't need the money. That's one thing that I've always noticed when it comes to great business. When I do great business with people, I realize 10 out of 10 times, I don't need the money. They don't need the money. But we both realize that not only will this make us and a lot of other people money, but it's something that can be done only through, very few or select people. So there's a niche there. I'm like, okay, cool. This is something that we can go in and exploit.
If you want to help me with that when we're done here, I'd love to.
We got you.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch up on the drug stuff because you're completely sober now. But prior to that, you had a huge drug addiction. How did you get out of that, and what advice would you give people struggling with that?
This is my least favorite topic.
Why?
Oh my god.
Tell us why.
So
We'll touch on it and then skip a stone. Don't worry.
Yeah. So I've been completely, straight edge and all for 7.5 years. I don't curse. I don't drink sugar. I don't eat sugar.
I'm a fucking pirate.
No, sorry. Bro, I have more curse words tattooed on me than you'll probably say in a week.
I know.
I have the F word. I have the F word tattooed twice just on my fingers.
I just said fuck like 3 times in 2 sentences. Like I don't think you're even listening. You're like
I'm telling you,
phased out.
From head to toe, I have curse words tattooed on me. My whole stomach, is.
I think fuck was actually one of my first words.
But so I don't curse. I don't go to strip clubs. I don't make transactions for sex. I don't drink caffeine.
Wait, back up. You don't go to strip clubs. Why?
It was just part. I used to live a very disciplined life. I felt that I was like developing a belief about women from the time I was spending in a strip club, and then projecting that belief on all women. And I thought it made it very challenging for me to have wholesome relationships or healthy relationships with women.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. I was never going to expect that kind of answer to come out of you. I'm beyond impressed.
That's deep.
Beyond impressed.
I don't take Advil. I don't. I only drink water. I don't do a lot of things, and drinking and drugging is some of the things I don't do. And I don't know. So it's been like 7.5 years, and I was always very like,
Advil.
none of that. I don't even take vitamins. And I know it's like, oh, vitamins are good. I have my reasons. I just don't. I don't need an outside substance to make my body up, down, left, or right. It's gonna heal itself stronger on its own, than it will with chemical substances.
I love that. I fucking love that.
Yeah. So I was always so private about it. Like I had a girlfriend. She lived with me for 3 years. So we dated for a long time, and for up until the 6 month, it took 6 months of her living with me to even figure out that I was sober, because most people are self-consumed. So even if all 3 of us went out, let's say 5 nights in a row, and we went to a bar all nights or a club, whatever, all 5 nights we're gonna get bottles, and you're gonna offer me a drink. I'm gonna say no, I'm good, and you're gonna forget. You're gonna turn to the next person, offer them a shot, have a shot, and not even realize I said
And
no.
then ask again.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say
again.
no 10 times, and you're never even gonna really realize. I'm gonna do it every night, and at the end of the week, you're never even gonna realize I turned down a shot 100% of the time every single day. So nobody really asked me. They just, if they ever thought about it, like, oh, he's just not drinking tonight, or he's driving, or he don't want to drink, or don't, whatever it is. And I was always very anonymous about it, and I liked that. I thought there was enough things about me that people could judge or challenge or make difficult in my life that I didn't need to add another one, that I used to abuse substances. I didn't think it was necessary. And the thing with that, with that No Jumper interview, again, I specifically, when I said Adam, pick one thing, I said specifically, do not mention my sobriety. I want to keep that to myself. I've kept it so close, and I only will share it if I think it's going to help somebody else. And that's how I lived my life up until that interview. And again, I wasn't PR trained, and I felt like I lost control. I said a lot of things that I rather have kept private, and I didn't. And it had a lot of consequences, some good, some bad, some indifferent. But one of them was like, now that it was public information that I
kind of a weight off your shoulders. I have to feel like.
No, I thought it was a weight on, because now everybody else wants to ask me about it, and
Really?
I don't want to act like it doesn't happen. Yeah.
But I feel like, listen, and again, you just said, a second ago, if you feel like it's going to help somebody, well, shit. I mean, how can you tell how many people, like, if this podcast gets 1 million views and somebody listens to your story and's like, you know what, dude, that's the shit. That's what I want. Like, I'm going to fucking turn that light switch that we talked about. I mean, you never know. You really don't know what scenarios are gonna arise from just telling your story.
Yeah, but I just feel like there's other ways. I tell my story. I used to I actively participate in a 12-step program, and I share my message quite regularly, and I give back, and I sponsor I have hundreds of sponsees and grand sponsees and great grand sponsees, and I'm very active. I was a circuit speaker before the pandemic.
Nice.
I do H&I I don't know, 5 times a month.
So now you're fucking PR trained. What's the problem?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the problem? You know this.
You know, I
it.
give whatever help I can to those struggling with
course.
sobriety, but I think it's all like setting based, and I don't know if like an open platform.
I do believe that it is a very private thing, and I have a lot of friends that also go through that are going through and have gone through sobriety, and I guess really for me it's more of like to each his own. You know, each person has their own chemical imbalance or balances, and they know what's right for them, and I feel like to be so severe or so against it, you know, like if you want to be sober, I support that. That's great. I don't think that that's something you should necessarily go around and preach to everybody.
That's
it's a time and place thing.
I think it's also corny, bro. I see people post like, "We do recover my 1-year chip," and I'm like, "Suck my dick." I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this is corny.
But that's for attention.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
and I
corny.
both
That's
know
what
the
I'm saying.
difference.
It's
Yeah,
for
you and I both
attention.
know the difference.
I'm like, bro, like you
that's
are
being an attention whore.
You know, alcoholics and addicts are attention selfish. You know, they're restless, irritable, discontented. They're selfish, self-seeking, dishonest. You know, that's who they are embedded. That's who they are inside of them, and they work the 12 steps to prevent them from continuing to be that way. And they use drugs and alcohol as a solution. They go, I hate myself because I am so selfish and self-seeking, etc. How can I feel better about me? I want to numb these feelings. And then they start consuming drugs and alcohol. And they go, this is working, until that becomes its own problem. So by working the 12 steps, you become less selfish and self-seeking and dishonest and etc. And there's much more to it. It's much more expansive than that. But how are they going to then recover and then literally go back to their faults to discuss their recoveredness, you know, being attention seeking? Like that was the problem to begin with.
Social media, that's the true addiction, brother.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, it's my least favorite topic.
I'm
sorry. All right.
Respect.
All right. So we'll segment into our last little jump here. We'll go into foods. How about that?
I was gonna say girls, but
you want to go into girls or food? That's a coin flip.
You
How
pick,
about that?
I don't care.
All right. We'll go for half and half.
Okay.
You hit the girls question.
all right, I'll hit the girls. I've seen on some interviews you said you were a sex addict. You participate in
I
orgies.
didn't use the word addict, but go ahead.
Okay, whatever you want to do. You participate in orgies,
Yeah.
but then I've also seen a side
How
of
did
you
we
where you
get
said you're in
here?
a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Where are you at now?
What does that have to do with one or another?
Well, I'm with you, bro.
That was a great moment. I know plenty of guys that are married or in committed relationships that do fucking
Freaky stuff.
crazy shit. I couldn't even dream about. I really
Okay.
couldn't.
I've
But
had
to each his own.
50% of my relationships where we were in a real you know, like how you say,
Monogamous.
like, not monogamous, but we were together, but
Okay.
we were together experiencing, you know, really wild sex things, group and etc. You know, whatever it was. And the other 50%,
Polygamous.
yeah, right. And then the other 50% were more monogamous and traditional. And I've experienced both, and I think they both work depending on where my partner is at in her life and where
Sure.
I'm at in my life.
Sure.
I've been with my girl for 2 years. We met like in a group sex setting. So in the beginning, that's how the activities we're in. And then she said, I'm no longer interested in that. I just want to be focused on you. Are you okay with that? But
Sure.
you live your life. And I said, yeah, that's cool. So basically it was like a one-sided open relationship. Would be like the very layman's terms. It's much more deeper than that, but that's the layman's terms, right?
Okay.
And then like 9 months ago, I was on like my last like little orgy tour, and I just was very uncomfortable with how I felt inside. I wasn't happy. I was just I just wasn't happy. It didn't make me feel the way I wanted it to make me feel. And I was in such a high stimulated environment. It's been like a 2-week tour or so. And I said, this must be the problem, right? Like this is what's driving this internal discontentedness. And I said, I'm done. And I called my girl and I said, hey, like I've been gone for 2 weeks. I've been doing this and I'm not interested in this. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I want to give all my attention to you and work on our next chapter of our relationship just one-on-one. And she goes, I'd love that. And so it's been about 9 months we've been doing that.
Okay.
And you know what
What the fuck is a sex tour?
well, you know, I have friends mostly that are females that live all over the world that want to engage in high stimulated sexual environments.
I love the way he's so PR trained now. You hear the way he's tiptoeing around this? Because
And
I would have just been like, I got bitches all over the world that's trying to smash you, dig.
yeah, I mean, I know a
Can't
lot
say
of
it like that though.
I know a lot of women that want to engage in these environments. The thing is, it's hard to find a group of people that are all like minded because it's such a vulnerable environment. You know, for you and them, and most of you are strangers to all experience each other. You're most vulnerable with your biggest insecurities, and you know, and there's so many personalities. And when you're in a relationship, even if it's completely platonic, let's say you and I, right? There's gonna be things I have to learn about you that you like or don't like, and I like or don't like. So now imagine doing that for 10 people, but at your absolute most vulnerable, and there's no room for escape. You know, so there's women that want to engage in this, but it's hard to find the right environment. So usually when I come into town, I'll say, hey, I'm going to create this environment. It's like a safe space, and this is our intention, and they'll engage. And they don't all live in LA. They don't all live in Vegas. They don't get to see me a lot. So in this last tour I did, we started in Maryland, and then we moved to Atlantic City, and then we went to LA, and then it ended in Vegas. And I think we had plans to go other cities, but it was during Vegas when I said, I don't like the way this makes me feel. Yeah, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Interesting. You want to touch up on food?
I don't even fucking remember what I was gonna ask this man after that. That just took a whole journey of its own. Yeah, I mean, shit. Since you can only have a very limited, you know, variety of food in Vegas, you know, due to the fucking casinos, where do you like to eat? What's like the poppin' spots for you to hit?
Bro, shout out Jesse Ray's. You guys ate at Jesse Ray's?
No.
You don't know about Jesse Ray's.
What is that?
The barbecue? Bro, shout out Jesse Ray's. That's number one in Vegas.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Number one?
Bro, I'm telling
Barbecue?
you right now, check this out, bro.
I'm from the South, so be careful what you say
Bro,
around
I
me, bro.
lived in the Bayou, bro. I lived in Louisiana. I've lived in Mississippi. I lived in Biloxi.
Okay.
I've lived in New Orleans. I also know
What's this cat's name?
Jesse. The owner's name is Mike. It's named after his wife, Jessie Ray.
Write this shit down. What are you doing?
Bro, I have taken all of my friends that are from the South that know real barbecue, I'm sure just like you, to Jesse Ray's. And it will blow you out of the water.
Is this the one that's in North Vegas?
They just moved. It was
It was in North Vegas, and they had like an outdoor area, and then you had to like walk through a little line and get it, or no?
No, you know where Dipped Auto Works is?
Their old one, I do.
Their newest, I believe it's their newest spot. It's literally across their Jesse Ray's old location is literally across the spot from Dipped Auto Works' new location. But they just moved. I forget the address, but definitely go check it out. That would be number one. And it's not fine dining. Like you're gonna get
Doesn't
messy.
need to be fine dining.
Yeah, you come in with a white T-shirt, you leave with a brown shirt. You know what I mean?
Fuck
But
with
it's
that.
fun. It's a cool spot,
I fuck
and
with
it's the
that.
best food.
Jesse Ray's.
We're
okay.
going there. We're going
Bet, yeah.
Yeah, and then also you guys know what's that truck that does all the parties? They did Shawnee Styles' party. They do my parties. Gosh, the
type of
milkshake wasted.
Okay.
Milkshake wasted. Again, I don't eat sugar, so I slightly have to defer this one. They cater all of my events. They make those crazy outlandish milkshakes where they have like donuts sticking out and cotton candy 5
I've
feet
seen them.
high up.
Yeah.
It's called Milkshake Wasted. It's family owned. They do it all out of a truck. They are the nicest family in the world. Absolutely, I've only got 10 out of 10 ratings from anybody who's tried it.
Somebody get me a fucking. Somebody get me a phone.
Oh man.
Those would be my food.
Sean, this is what they're.
recommendations.
Fuck, we're doing hibachi. This motherfucker's doing milkshakes, bro. What's up? Step this shit up. Let's go.
I haven't had a good milkshake in Vegas,
Bro,
actually.
you know what? Actually, the only real milkshake spot that I've been to is the one at Venetian. What's that place called? Black Tap.
Venetian. He's probably
Black
banned.
Tap, right?
I'm definitely banned. From it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well,
I
fuck.
hate my guts.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, look, I wanna focus on you for the closing statement here, and you know, out of all the topics that we covered, you know, what advice would you give to guys kind of upping their social media presence, or you know, beginning their journey on, you know, becoming an influencer?
Bro, that's a really hard one for me to answer because I also am learning. I started social media out of pure boredom. I was actually encouraged by some of the owners of casinos. They were like, your story's cool. People don't know this life exists. Like,
Right.
you know, like I'm still learning. Like I just told you guys, like, I've never made $1 on this. So like, I can't give you business advice on social media.
No, just like
I mean,
personal experiences that you've learned along the way.
Personal experiences is that everybody you ask will have a different answer to how to handle something. So you're going to have to figure a lot of it out on your own. Something that I think was like my biggest like advantage was I'm really bad with computers, right? Like I'm not like I don't know how to edit or stuff like that. But I found like a couple of apps that I became pretty like fluent in, and I enjoy. It's like a hobby of mine to edit videos for stories, and the details that I put into my story posts. I have a lot of friends with many, like you, Sean, multi-million followers. Bro, when I show any of my friends like you guys, you're all blown away by how detail-oriented I am. And the consumer has no idea that they're absorbing my details in the stories. You know, my story views are in the 6 figures.
Wow.
My replies are over 5,000. My shares, like like you could share a story, are always in the thousands. Yeah,
Wow.
I get 6-figure views. I always screenshot it because I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so a lot of you guys with all the 10 million followers, I've never seen your analytics, but a lot of them, you guys don't
A
even
lot of them
compare to
don't
mine.
touch shit, dude.
Yeah.
I say this all the time. It's hard because there was a period of time where people came and were buying fake followers, or were buying blue check marks, or were buying views.
Yeah.
And I think right now these platforms have definitely done a decent job at cracking down and kind of, getting that under control. But at the same time, they've also inhibited, because, as we say, find us anybody that has 1 million followers with 1 million views. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
These platforms don't want you to have all those views.
I have like 30% engagement.
That's the
but
highest
that's
I've
still,
ever heard.
that's still incredibly high. I think mine's maybe 18, 19.
That's really high,
That's
too.
really high. That's really high.
But see, I have also I've culminated mine, because I found out over time, it's like, yeah, I could keep my page public and everybody, and their mother can fucking share it and all that. But I don't want that. I want to have actual detailed relationships with all the people that follow me, and I maybe they're so follow them back, because if I can go through and tell you all 18,000 of my followers, or how I met them, or who I know them through, I mean, maybe not all 18,000, but at least 15 of them, I can tell you that right now I'm getting a couple thousand views per post, and for somebody on a private page, that's insane.
I think what I curated, because of my concentration on my stories, I don't make hard posts, but my stories have like serious juice in them, and my stories go viral.
But you're not whoring yourself out. You're not
No,
standing
no.
behind products. You're
No.
not pimping shit out. You're
No,
not trying to
never.
sell people.
Never once,
You're
no.
But that's my
Yeah.
point, is that people go onto your shit and they appreciate you because of how genuine and organic you are. When you come on and you're like, yo, I'm playing dominoes with fucking $6 million, check me out. People look at that and they're like, bro, this is a fucking fuck a dream. This is a fantasy of mine. I want to just hang out with this guy for an hour.
Yeah.
They look at that and they appreciate that, because nobody else online is doing that. Nobody's living their life like you.
Well, I
different.
think what had happened that was to my favor is because I never hard post, but I put such powerful juice in my stories
Yeah.
that it formed like this cult following, because everybody knows that as soon as they see like that I have a story up, they're like, watch that, because that's where the entertainment from Dirty
Right.
Goth Boy brand is.
Right.
So I think it formed this cult following. They're always like on alert for the video, because I never hard post, so they're not worried about looking at my page. They just want to see the story. They're like, we know there's action there, and they look. So I think it formed like this cult following. They're like pretty diehard fans.
Built a
Love it.
personalized brand. Tell them where to find you, man.
At Dirty Goth Boy, and boy is BOI on everything: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever.
Sean Mike Kelly.
And I'm Ari Gold, ETH.
Well, last thing I want to say,
Hit him.
because every video this happens, I have a mild case of Tourette's. I've had Tourette's my whole life.
I love
So
that.
I'm always licking my lips and touching my face and moving stuff like fidgeting.
I've been fidgeting the whole time.
Bro, people try to
ADHD.
tear me apart in these videos.
Why
and
do you
I'm
care?
I'm like, bro, just
Why
calm
do you
down.
care?
That just doesn't make me
Why do you
me
care?
feel good.
Wh-
Yeah.
That doesn't make
I'm
me
just
feel
saying.
good.
But again, why do you let it affect you? I want to touch on this because look, this entire time I've been fidgeting, moving. I'm the most ADD human being. Like, I can't stop. There's just something in me that just moves all the time.
People
you know what I tell
accuse
people?
me. People
Look,
accuse me of being like a reptilian. Bro, I'm
little
there's only-
crackhead.
Yeah,
Bro.
people always
You know what
accuse
you
me of
tell
being
them?
on drugs. I just have
You know what you
Tourette's,
tell
bro.
them?
It's not that
No,
serious.
fuck that. You know what you tell them? I just have more energy than you. Stop being jealous. Beach. Oh, you can't say the bitch part, but you can
Yeah.
say beach. You know?
I'm just saying they accuse me of being on drugs. I just have Tourette's. It's like not that serious.
I mean, I wear sunglasses everywhere, and everybody thinks I'm high all the time. But you know,
I mean, you are high all the time.
not all the time. I'm not high right now. You know.
All right, guys. There.
We're ending it there.
Peace.
Peace.